Hello, welcome to Our Voices, a podcast where me and my daughter, I am Abimbola,
I am Yewande.
and today we are just gonna be chit chatting, really, mother and a daughter podcast. I bet you don't see a lot of that on social media, but anyways, we are going to be one of one. You get it? One of one.
Might not be the two, but I'm for sure the one.
Anyways, hi
Aw.
baby.
Hey, mama.
How are you, baby?
I can't believe they gave us a mic.
No, like who did?
Like,
Why? Who decided to give us a microphone?
well, they're gonna hear it today.
Like, why did you give us a microphone? But anyways, how has life been for you, baby? Go on, let's gist.
Life has been good, been doing this for 23 years. Like,
God damn, you know what, yeah?
yeah.
Every time you call me mom, even though it's been 23 years,
Yeah.
every time you call me mom, I literally still look at my back like, who is this bee talking to? Do I look like a mom?
Yeah.
But then again, I'm like, oh yeah, she's got my face.
Like, really. Which we don't see, by the way.
We don't see it. A lot
I
of people
really
see
don't.
us and they go, oh my God, do you guys look so alike? Are you guys sister? We're also makeup artists, bridal makeup artists. And we had a bride recently, a bridal group.
Yeah.
And the bride doesn't know anything about us. The bride doesn't know about us that we're mother and
My
a daughter.
daughter.
And I was doing the brides and she was doing one of the bridesmaids. One of the bridesmaids knows that we are mother and daughter. And then the bride was like, are you two sisters? Are you two related by any chance? And then the bridesmaid, what did she do?
She just sniggered.
she's-
She's like, she doesn't even know.
She doesn't even know. And
But
she was like,
no.
you guys really look alike. I was like, yeah, she's my sister. And what did that bridesmaid do again?
She laughed.
She
'cause
laughed
was like,
because she
"No."
knows. Sometimes we do that. When we go out, people actually think we're sisters. Some people think
Yeah.
we're friends. People think different things besides mother and a daughter. Like no one ever sees us and think we're mother and a daughter. And even us ourselves, sometimes we feel like, but you know what? I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
When did you know I was a teen mom? When did you figure that out?
You know what? It came somewhere around the time where boys my age at my school just started fancying you, were like just saying, your mom is this, your mom is that. So that's when I was just like, that's my mom. Like, she's old, guys. But obviously, she's not old, but she's old to me because that's mama's. Mama's is old, but yeah, that's when I knew, and it was just kind of like, can't you just be like normal moms?
Oh
But
my God, we had so much fight then. Like, can't you just be a normal mom?
Be
And
a
I'm like, I
normal
don't
mom.
understand. What do you mean be a normal mom? I am a normal mom.
But are you though?
I am though. Do you think I'm not?
I mean,
Like, I don't know what other moms do.
other moms don't like dress the way you do, which, by the way, is
They
hot.
haven't got the body I got.
That part.
Sorry. Well, not sorry.
Clacky. Normal moms don't take their kids to a concert. Normal
Do they
moms-
not?
No.
Well, I guess because, okay, this podcast is called A World Apart. My daughter and I, we are hosting
world
this pod.
apart.
We are literally a world apart. I'm a millennial.
And I'm a Gen Z.
So I don't know how to behave. I can only behave as a millennial. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So I guess that's what makes you feel like, I don't know.
No, I don't feel that way. Well, now I don't feel that way, but back when I was like a
Oh,
teenager.
it was so
yeah.
much struggle back then.
I
Like it was so like I used to think I was doing everything wrong as a mother because I'm like, what does this child want from me?
Yeah.
Like I am doing everything I should do as a parent. Why does she hate me? Like why doesn't she like me? But I didn't know she was struggling with accepting the fact that I was a young mom then. So I still am a young mom, by the way.
Yeah. Period. Very young. But no, that's pretty cool though. Like, I don't think that many people get to have the experiences that we have or get to share the things that we do. Like, I went to my first concert at 18?
16.
16. So
Burna Boy.
18.
It was
Oh my God,
16.
16.
Yeah, it was 16. You finished your GCSE. I took you. Listen, social services, don't come for me.
Ooh,
She's 23
ooh,
now,
ooh, ooh,
okay?
ooh. You can't do nothing.
She's 23 now, okay? Don't
Can't
come for
do
me,
nothing.
social services.
But yeah, so it's just kind of like, even though back then I may have thought, oh, this is not cool, just be like normal moms. Now I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm so glad.
Well, you did
I
have
don't-
fun at Burna Boy concert that day.
I did.
You did have fun at
I
Burna
did
Boy's
have fun
concert.
at Burna Boy's concert.
I remember
yeah.
giving you Jack Daniels and Coke.
I mean,
Listen, do not. We listen, we don't.
judge.
But then look at you, you've turned out good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you the type of parent the kind of parent I am, yeah? Yes, I am a millennial mom. But this is the thing. I was one of those children growing up. I was so gated. Like I was literally gated.
Not
My
that gated.
parents would say to me, well, I was not that gated.
If
for
you
me
could
to be
have
pregnant.
me, yeah, not that gated.
No, what I'm trying to say is my parent literally school back at home. There's tutor at home. Wait, like I literally don't have no freedom. So every bad thing I want to do, they didn't give me the chance to do it. So I said to myself, when I start to have my own kids, I'm gonna do all the bad things with my kids, and watch, they're gonna turn out right.
Thanks, Grandma.
Well, things you guys would consider bad things, I'm gonna do with all of my kids. And
or non-conventional, shall we say?
Non-conventional. Let's use that right word. Let's use that word instead.
Because that is
Bad is
yes, sounds a bit.
I get what you mean. But yeah, I remember that day I gave you the Jack Daniels and Coke. I went to get it and then I gave it to her. I was like, it's got alcohol. And you looked at me, Daddy, like, huh?
Is this a test? Because I wasn't trying to fail.
What kind of mother is this? And look at you, you've turned out today. You're an amazing daughter.
Oh,
you're in your final year. Oh my God, my baby is about to become a graduate, a law student. I don't know how to behave.
Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh.
I'm about to have a graduate in my hands.
Like what? How many years coming?
So I can get in trouble now.
What?
I got a lawyer to get me out of it.
Okay, please. Why do everybody does this? Like
I can run my mouth anyhow
please
online now.
You can't
I've
put your
got a
hands
lawyer to get me out of it.
Okay. They're still gonna put hands on you. They're gonna put both of us.
They will use you to flog me. But anyways, I just love the fact that we literally don't act like mother and daughter. Let's be honest. Our relationship is not like a relationship of a mother and daughter. No. And this is one of the reasons why we started this podcast, just to bring it out there to show people my age who have kids. You might not have kids my daughter's age, but you probably have Gen Alpha kids. Like you can actually build a bond with them. You can build a relationship. You can be their little friends.
Just a little bit.
I call my lot my little broke friends because they ain't got the money yet. But they're gonna get it, inshallah. They're gonna get the money, but you can be their friends. Or what do you think?
Yeah, like for sure you can definitely be friendly with your parents. But like it's just making sure you have the good balance between when they're your friends and when they're not your friends. And I feel like that's how some teen moms and parents may not know how to find that balance. But once you find it, it's going to take time because it took us, Lord knows how many years it took us.
It took us a while to get here. I think we started getting here around when you were 16 as well.
Yeah, like slowly but surely. And it's okay if you like backtrack a little bit as well and then come back. But yeah, it's finding that balance really and truly as a teen mom and a teen daughter or son or whatever.
Like a year apart. We're literally a world apart. That is the title of our podcast, A World Apart, which is millennial, Gen Z, literally a world apart.
Genuinely. So honestly, it's a wild journey for sure. It's going to have its peaks and its troughs, but I think we've been doing very well so far.
Like, I think we're good. I think we killed. And you know what? You sort of set a tone because she's got siblings, by the way. She's got 3 siblings. You've got 15 years old brother and twins, 11 years old twins. Oh and I know, right? They're growing.
Yeah, twins I was literally going to say 7. But I know,
they're 11. They're going year 7. The heck? Oh my God. I've got one child graduating from uni. And then I've got my first child graduating from uni. And my last set of kids starting secondary school. I love my life. I love my life.
She about to be free, y'all.
I'm about to be free. I will be in Dubai, shaking my yash.
Oh gosh, this is a thing
on a yacht.
Okay. Oh my gosh, now who gave her a mic?
Because you know what, yeah, guys, you don't want to know. Like being a teen mom, like having to start very young, and now I'm in my 40s and I still believe I'm still very young. Yes, in terms of the number, it might be long, but bro, I am still very young internally, physically. So all of that trouble and chaos I did not cause when I was a teenager and my early 20s. I'm coming for you.
Do you feel like not necessarily robbed, but your years were robbed from you?
I felt like my years were robbed. So this is the thing. But then I can't blame you because I opened my legs.
Yeah, that part.
I felt like my years was taken away from me because it took me a while to balance you and myself, because I was like, wait, I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
So I kept forgetting and struggling that I've got a child. Like, bro, you need to be a parent. You need to be responsible, because I heard her when I was like 17 years old. Yeah, I was 16 pregnant and I had that at 17 years old. And I struggled a bit, but, you know, alhamdulillah, I'm here today and I'm taking my years back.
Yeah, we want you
Per-
to have it back. We want you to have it back for sure.
And I'm grateful that you guys are very supportive
Yeah.
of, me.
It's mom's time to turn up. It's mom's time to turn up. And don't message her
Period.
phone. She's outside.
Period. Period. Period.
Nah, that's so
period.
cool. But honestly, it's been a long journey for us, really, hasn't it?
It has been a long journey.
What would you say is one of your most iconic moments for us?
I cannot go inside of it.
Some things cannot
I
be
cannot go inside.
said.
No, let me tell you something.
Mm.
Me and this child sitting on this chair, we are, if struggle was a person,
Yeah.
it would be
It's
both
me
of
and
us back then. It would be both of us back then.
Like,
But alhamdulillah, like I keep saying, we're here
Mm.
today. We're doing amazingly well, mentally, emotionally, physically. And you know what? Alhamdulillah, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
But how about you? How bad? How not bad? I wouldn't use the word bad. Like
Yeah.
how like the struggle for you? Like
I feel like it was a bit different from my perspective because yes, there was struggle, but like there's not much I really felt like I could have done, but not in the sense that I was completely helpless, but like as well as obviously I'm the eldest daughter. We have siblings. Well, I have siblings. Like the most I could have done was just help look after them, really and truly. But then at the same time, it was just kind of like, oh, I want to have fun. Like I want to go out and have fun. But it's like I was just being me, and I guess selfish would be the word, didn't it?
No, I wouldn't use the word selfish. Like, guys, if you know me, I'm on TikTok. I saw a video on TikTok today, and I saw a girl. She's 17 years old, and she was crying that she was trying to get her nails done for prom. And her mom had to call her to come home and look after her siblings. And it was her prom. Like, the girl was literally having a proper crash out. Like, why is this woman making me responsible for her children, which is her siblings? And that sort of brought back memories for me because I'm like, oh my God, I remember I used to make you do this. And I felt so bad when I saw the girl's video on TikTok this morning. I felt really horrible within myself. Like, this is what I did to my child. Even though you never complained, though.
Not
you
to
actually
you.
never did. Well, not to me. But I apologize. I've apologized to you about it.
We've moved past all of that.
We've moved past
now we
it.
laugh.
Now we laugh about it. But, and I'm also a single parent, by the way. So I had to share the responsibility with her, even though she was a child as well. So I sincerely apologize again, even though you have apologized and apologized.
yes.
But yeah, it's always good to let them have fun too. Like, it doesn't matter if they're teenagers. Don't try to control their moms. Like, if you're a fellow mom like me, this podcast is going to be good for you. Like, don't be too all over them.
Yeah, and if you are an eldest daughter or eldest son or the firstborn as well, just don't be too selfish either, I'd say. Like, there's always another story to the other side of the story. Do you get? So,
And you
she's
need
not doing it for nothing.
Yeah, you need to understand this is your parents' first time being a parent as well. This is your parents' first time being this is your mom's first time being a mom too. So,
and it's your first time being a daughter or a son. So
yeah,
take it easy, really. But yeah, man, honestly, oh boy, is this woman tough?
Well, another question people always ask me is,
Yeah.
is there, because people think because we are on social media, that there's going to be some sort of disrespect. Like, you guys are not going to have, no, it's manners.
Yeah.
Like, I get people go, I bet our children don't have manners.
Well, I say my please and thank yous.
Because and you what? When you are greeting me in the morning, what do? You kneel down.
Like,
And even
come
your
on,
siblings
guys.
as well.
They prostrate to even me as their older siblings. So it's not, there's very much discipline in the household. You can have discipline in the household and have fun at the same time, which I think you've done great to like create that atmosphere, because some people just don't know how to find the balance, especially in the African community. It's so hard for African parents to find a balance with their kids and try to know who they are. And it's just like, that's where you really find those horror stories that you be seeing on TikToks where the mom is doing this and the dad is doing that to the kids. So
I see videos a lot of
honestly,
young girls your age crying. I saw one too the other day. This young girl, she's like 21 or 20, and she's like, she was proper crashing out and crying. Like, she can't wait to go back to uni. She hates living in the house with her parents. And I'm like, this podcast is for you, moms. Please come and watch us, because I am going to be talking you through so many things. We need to unlearn a lot of things. We need to. Our generation, the generation before ours, which is Gen X or Gen whatever it is they call it, we need to unlearn a lot of things to be a better parents for their generation and the generation below, because your kids are crashing out.
Yeah.
You guys might not be on TikTok, but I am on TikTok and I'm seeing your kids crash out. Like, don't be too hard. Don't be too harsh on them. The generation is different. Let's just put it that way. I understand sometimes some parent, the thing is, they're trying to impose or implement the kind of training they received when they were younger. Listen, that does not work
Doesn't
anymore.
work when I can't lie. Like, you're saying this, our face is going straight over my head. Like, I'm not going to listen to it because, yes, respect, it should be always there, but respect is earned. It's not just like given. Yes, and when your mother-daughter situation, I will always respect my mom, but like, there's no way you're going to act a certain way and then always be entitled to that respect. It's not nice because you also have feelings and they have feelings too. So
Clock.
yeah,
Okay, so
very
you
much
hear
like
that?
it.
Respect is earned, because most especially within West African community, really, they always they feel like once they birthed you, you just have to automatically respect them, even if they are loud and wrong.
Rude. Ooh.
They expect you to just submit to them and listen to them, and then they can control you. This generation of kids are different. Your kids don't like y'all. They don't. If no one is telling you right
Your
now,
kids
I'm
don't
telling
like
you.
you, man.
You think they respect you
And
in the
you
house?
know what though? I think the parents also don't like their kids.
You think so?
Yeah. I think they don't like their kids, like, because there's no way you can tell me that you can clearly see how you're inflicting so much like hurt and pain onto your kid and you don't. Like, you carry on. Like, even if like
Some
maybe
parents
your
don't see that that's what they're doing though, because they feel like they are the parents and they are
That's
right
true.
all the time.
That's
So I think
true.
that's the problem. Majority African parents believe they are right all the time.
time.
You're not. Sorry, Abby is going to deliver this harsh truth. You are not right all the time. And no, you are not putting her or him in the right direction. Because trust me, that child ain't listening to you. The fear of God would make that child just hear you out in the house. But the minute that child steps out of the house, all the gibberish you said into their ears, it comes out of the other ear, and they're saying,
Mom, Dad. Literally, you're pushing them closer to what you don't want them to be.
here we go.
It's very counterproductive. So, yeah, listen to this podcast, subscribe, like, share with your friends so
Yeah.
you can learn some more.
So you can learn some more, honestly. And yeah, we're also going to be welcoming stories. We've got a Google form online. So if you want to write into us and anonymously, you don't have to put your name on there. We're not going to be sharing your name or your identity. And then we can, discuss your topic, your questions on here.
Situation, your scenario,
And
give you
your
advice.
scenario, and we can give you advice if we can, or if not, we can put it out there and under the comment section. If people can give you advice, that is also welcome. And baby girl, what are we doing tonight?
We were doing tonight.
I'm
We
going home to
outside.
sleep. I've got amala waiting for me in the fridge.
Yeah, I'm outside.
This is the thing. You know, one thing about this child is, I remember your birthday. What birthday was it? Was it last year's birthday?
It was
We w-
21.
Your 21st birthday.
Yeah.
I took her out on a dinner. I took her out the entire day. We went for like a spa
Spa.
and all of that. And then we went on a day to eat dinner. And then I was thinking, okay, we've been out outside all
since
day.
like 9 a.m. in the morning.
This is 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's go my sleep. My daughter is like, nah, mom.
I'm going to the club.
I was like, hey. And then I went, you know what? I was once 21 too. Anyway, so,
Yeah.
the energy, I guess she has the energy.
Yeah,
but
man.
nah. But now you're about to become a graduate. Oh, my meaning graduate. Hey, graduate. Hey.
Oh gosh, at this point, the whole city is invited. The whole of TikTok is invited
To your graduation.
the graduation.
Of course, I didn't get to graduate from university, and my first child is about to graduate from university. Listen, I will announce it on the Mars.
Oh
you
my
playing?
gosh.
Are you playing? And this is a child that I got pregnant at 16 and had that at 17. And let me tell you guys something. When I got pregnant of her, this was back in Nigeria, yeah? Everybody stopped talking to me because I was,
Really?
all of my friends, the only friend that spoke to me back then, that I would take you, me and you we'll go to our house, Yetunde Manga Williams. I will never forget that girl, even though we're not really, we've drifted apart because, it's been years.
Life,
Yeah. But Yetunde Manga Williams, she was living with just her mom back then. She was a single mother's child too. And I would take you to Yetunde's house. She will cook us rice. Like, she was the only friend that stood by me. Every other friend literally abandoned me because they considered I was a bad
child.
And I would never forget one of my mom's friend. I hope she gets to see this video if she's still very much alive. Or if not, maybe if our children are alive. But I'm not going to mention her name. I remember when I was pregnant of you, and I must have been like, whoa, 4 months gone already. And I was in year 10, what you would consider year 10, but that was SS2, Nigeria. And I remember one of my mom's friends said to my mom, because my dad was in the politics then. And one of my mom's friends said to my mom, you are letting this child carry pregnancy. Embarrassment. She's going to embarrass you and your husband. Your husband is about, because my dad works with Tinubu and all of them lot then. And you're going to, your husband is getting all this big position. And you want your child to have a child. Embarrassment. You better go and terminate the pregnancy.
Wow.
And I remember my mom coming to me that day. And my mom was like, Abimbola, so friend said to me that I should take you to go and abort the pregnancy. And I remember looking at my mom. My mom was actually crying when she was saying it. Mom was crying. Grandma was crying. Yeah. And I looked at my mom, and that was the day I was like, I fuck up. Like, why did I do this to this woman? And considering I've come from a household where it's a polygamous home. My dad had other kids with another woman before my mom. And, Nigerian men. But my half siblings are cool. They're cool people though. I love them. Okay, so not like we have any problem. I love my half siblings, by the way, and my nieces and nephews from my half siblings.
Shout out my cousins.
I know, right? They're my G. But anyways, I remember my mom coming to me that day, crying like, so person said I should take you to go and abort the pregnancy. Do you want to abort the pregnancy? I was 16 years old. I was like, I looked at my mom crying back, and I said to her, if he's going to make you happy and it's not going to cause you too much embarrassment, like the world don't know just yet, yeah, I'll do it. And my mom was like, I rebuke it. More rebuke. I rebuke it. In the mighty name of Allah, I rebuke it. What if God said this is the only child you're going to have in the world? So me, I will now die. And then in my grave, you'll be spitting at me on the grave that this mother did not let me have any other child because she took me to go and abort the only child God gave me. And I looked at my mom that day like, I don't know what you want me to say because I'm a child. I was 16 years old. And she was like, I just wanted to hear what you say. Not like I wanted you to do it, but I didn't think you're going to agree to it. I was like, I'm a child, mama. Like, I don't know.
It's clearly upsetting you. So, like, of course I'm going to, like, say whatever to kind of appease you.
But I'm glad she did it. I'm glad she didn't listen to that friend. And now that friend, last time I spoke to her, she was like, look at the daughter that's, you had them where you are. You're very lucky. You are very lucky. And I looked at the woman like, only if you knew that my mom told me what you told her.
Said, yeah.
But the woman doesn't know that my mom told me. And my mommy mentioned her name. But
you know who
you know who you are. You know who you are. But this is her now, 23 years later.
Hello.
Alive and sound.
Hello.
But honestly, how do you feel when you knew that I was a teen mom? How did you feel within yourself?
Yeah, I felt like naturally back then I just felt a bit like, oh my gosh, my life is ruined. Not ruined, but like, I'll say dramatic. I was just like, this woman, like, why can't you be like normal moms, blah, blah, blah. I'd never want my mom to drop me to school or pick me up. Like, I'd be like,
God,
nah,
that struggle
man.
back then.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And then on top of it, it was more so like the stress of, having to be responsible for my siblings as well. And it was just kind of like, I don't even have the freedom to do this, and I don't have the freedom to do that. So, of course, naturally, I was feeling a type of way. I was feeling like, my life is over. Like, I'm never going to be able to
It's not all about you, you know that, right?
No, because it's actually my world. You guys just live in it.
Okay. Okay. Okay, princess.
Yeah, literally, because it is my world. But now, I'd say that, honestly, like, it was the best thing ever. Okay. No, maybe not best thing because I can see you getting.
It is the best thing because I'm grateful to God that I had you when I had you. Well, back then it was hard, but now I'm grateful to God because look at us today.
Yeah,
like
literally.
I love her. Like I literally birthed my own best friend. Literally,
yeah,
I birthed my own best friend.
That's so sweet.
Back then, I didn't think I was birthing my best friend.
Yeah,
but 23 years down the line,
look at us now.
You have no choice but to be my bestie. Anyways, I don't have any other bestie.
Fine. Yeah, I can be your bestie.
I'm not you. Yeah, I'm not your bestie. So you are just using me.
No, I can never use you. You're my mother.
You're using me.
I'm not. Are you not using me? Yeah, you're using my clout.
Okay, I take back my bestie from you.
Right, you can't
You
do
know?
that. It's out in the open now. Everybody knows.
I take back my bestie from you. You're not allowed to be my bestie anymore. I'm
But
gonna go.
not allowed.
I'm hunting for a bestie, by the way.
Okay,
Send your applications, guys. Send your applications.
Denied.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad we're doing this.
Yeah, me too, honestly. I feel like we have a lot to say, share a lot of knowledge because we've both had to do some learning and unlearning, like a lot of
Yes.
learning and unlearning. So,
Yep.
yeah, everybody keep tuning in. What do you feel like is one thing that you've majorly had to unlearn from how you was before and how we are now?
I would say I've had to unlearn the typical ways of raising a child. The way I was raised, I've had to unlearn a lot of the
How were
ways.
you raised?
The way I was raised was pretty much life is black and white. Life is not black and white. Life has yellow, purple, green, indigo, every colors in between. So I've had to unlearn that. And that way I can teach it to you guys as well. I've also had to unlearn basically that, to be honest, because the way I was raised in a very strict African family home. And I'm not going to say when my parents were alive, we had the best relationship. And it still haunts me. Like, looking at, like, when people ask people, oh, what's your best memories with your parents? I can't really pinpoint one that this is my best memories, because it was memory of shouting and screaming and, you know, and that's all I remember. So I had to unlearn that because I don't want to be that person to my children. So I've had to unlearn that and making sure, you know, I talk to you guys, which is what I do. Basically, like I talk to you rather than talk at you. I listen to you. Sometimes even if I don't understand half of the things you're trying to explain to me, but I shall listen to it and I take it home with me and, you know, dissect it to make sure, okay, I come back to you guys with a result or resolution.
Yeah.
So I've had to unlearn those ways. And I think that's the things that has helped me become the parent that I have become today. Because I don't think if I was the way my parents were, I feel like you're finishing uni now and she keeps threatening me when she finishes uni, she's coming back home. I'm like, bro, don't threaten me.
With a good
And
time.
She's coming back home. And me, I'm trying to get her not to come home. Like, I'm trying to get rid of all the children in the house. That way I could go and live my single happy life. But if I hadn't unlearned all those things, you wouldn't want to come back home from uni.
Oh gosh, honestly, genuinely wouldn't want to.
There we go.
Like I always say, like I like being home now. I like home now, but not to say home was terrible before, but yeah, there's growth has been had.
Yeah, we've had a lot of personal growth as well. And if there's one thing we also have in common, it's always good to have something in common with your kids, moms. So good to have something in common because that way you can have like a middle ground on communication as well. Me and you, we have the gym in common. We love to work out.
Fitness, health.
Yeah. We also, I don't know, music, our love for music, even though we have different
music taste. You know what? Our music taste has been getting a bit similar these days. I've been hearing you listen to some Mariah the Scientist, Leon Thomas. I was like, okay, she know the vibe. She's down with the R&B. Cool. Alright, it's probably just a Spotify playlist, guys.
But I'm trying.
Yeah,
it's got growth. I'm trying.
Before it was just Afrobeats.
Because I don't know nothing else.
I hear it, man. Afrobeat is great. How can you not love it?
And yeah, that growth and I think when it comes to food as well, we've got the passion for food.
Yeah, you love to
and
eat it.
And dressing up and going out. We also love that. Like me and her, we be dressing up and going on a date. Like literally.
Yeah, we've tried like every restaurant.
Oh my God, this girl comes up with so many restaurants. And me too, when I see something on TikTok, I send it to her. What do you think? Let's go here. Let's go here.
And next thing you know, we're there.
We're there. And then you cooking, well, I wouldn't say we have a middle ground then, no, because I do not like cooking. Honestly, she loves to cook. I don't like to cook. Not like I can't cook. I just don't enjoy cooking.
Doesn't like it. Because when you cook, that jollof rice you made last week, can't lie. I hope they're still small.
Slaps. No, you know what your brother did, yeah?
Jollof rice was nice.
So I had another jollof rice in the fridge. So I was like, oh, I bought that one, by the way. Because I like the one I bought than the one I cooked. I don't know why.
Yeah, sometimes when you eat your own cooking, it's just
I like the one I bought. And I was like, oh, Chris, do you want to eat the one I bought? It's like, no, I'm eating home cooked meal. I was like, well, that is home cooked too. So no, not home cooked by you. I was like, I swear, that child is not normal.
You know what's up.
That child is not normal.
But no, for sure.
And I love the kind of big sister you are. Like the way your siblings look up to you is one thing that I am forever grateful for. Because if they can't confide in me, they literally come to you. Even though you don't share it with me.
And I never will.
Whatever.
Yeah.
whatever.
All right.
But I love the fact that at least they can come to you.
Yeah,
Do
literally.
you get it?
Because I feel like a lot of siblings probably don't have that, or their parents haven't created that space for them to feel like they can talk to each other. I saw this girl on TikTok the other day, and she was talking about how her brother is such a hater. Her
I
brother
saw
will
the
be
video
saying,
too. And then the mom was actually egging on the
brother.
I saw that too.
Anyhow, Josh, or more, hey, we could never. Do you get? So it's just kind of like,
If anything, you guys gang up against me.
yeah,
You guys gang up against me.
literally. So it's just kind of like stuff like that. It's just kind of like, wow, like some parents really don't even know about it, because how can your siblings be talking to your own sister and brothers
In the house
like that? And then I bet the sibling also talks to his mom like that as well.
Well, definitely.
If
If he can talk to the sister like that, he definitely speaks to the mom like that as well.
Yeah.
That is wild.
So I feel like it's just that because you've created that space for us to be able to like speak to each other very comfortably and speak between each other. If we didn't have that, like, I don't think the household would be a home that it is that you've created for us right now.
Oh, Allah Mubarak.
Honestly, it's been, it's been,
You know when it was me and you and Joshua?
it's
That was
been
the toughest. Like whenever I tell Joshua some stories of me, you and him, he goes, I can't remember.
I can't
I said, that's
remember.
because you're in a pram. That's because you're in a buggy.
He was
You can
there
never
witnessing.
remember. Witness, you're a witness. But thank God you're a witness that cannot speak.
Yeah, he was in a pram. He
Yeah, he was in a pram then, and he doesn't understand most of the things that happen, but it was just me, you, and him back then. The twins came at the perfect time.
Honestly, these guys are enjoying
Listen,
life.
they never
They
suffered.
do at all.
No struggle.
To this day.
Hey, they no. Listen, yes, I went Costco yesterday. Why did Joshua and Chris open one box of craves? You know the big ones I always
the
buy.
family size one.
Hey, they finished one box yesterday. I went Costco yesterday and they finished the one box yesterday. I was like, you guys did not know struggle.
Honestly, if that was me and you and Joshua back in the day, we have to make that one box last at least 2
1 month.
weeks.
1 month.
1 month.
1 month.
You used to one pillow crave and one spoon of milk.
Milk. Swallow it.
That's it.
And drink thousands of tap water. But you know what? Allah Mubarak, look at us today and look at this new venture we're about to start, podcast. And I'm just so grateful. I really am so grateful. And I'm so grateful I'm able to do this with you.
Yeah.
My bestie.
Oh, I'm your bestie now?
You always be my bestie, you
Oh, y'all heard that? So don't send in those applications. Gotta put an end to
Is that fair?
Yeah. I don't like to share.
But yeah, if you're to leave on one note today, like to advise parents, I would want you to advise parents. So
Yeah.
I'm the parent, she's the child, but I would want you to advise parents and I would want to advise children.
So the advice I'd give parents is that get to know your kids genuinely, because even though you guys are from 2 different generations, you have more in common than you think you do, because you literally raise them. So most of the times, the trait that they pick up are your traits. As much as I like to say, oh, I'm nothing like my mom, I'm nothing like my
You are exactly like me.
Exactly like this woman. Honestly, I can't even escape her if I wanted to escape her. It's so embedded in me somewhere. Do you get? So yeah, just get to know your kids, and then once you get to know your kids, maybe you actually start liking them, and they'll start liking you, so you guys can actually build that bond. Because I feel like a lot of parents, and especially either the ones with age gap or without age gap, especially the Africans or like the ones that are under this urban mindset, because I don't know if the other people them have the kind of relationships they have with their parents, but with us black folks,
Wakanda forever.
you get, we have that weird relationship with our kids where it's just like you feel like you can't talk to them or something. Like, yeah, they're people too. They're literally they're the mini yous. So just get to know them, talk to them. That way you'll be able to build a bond with them and have more in common and know more about them. And that way your relationship will grow to something that you don't even know what it could even be.
And for me, 2 kids, our generation, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, be patient with your parents. Be extremely patient. You need to understand they've come from a total different world from who you are and where you are. Be very patient with them. Take it slow with them. Like, explain it to them. Show it to them how you want them to treat you. Don't be too hard on them. I understand it could be very frustrating that you're repeating yourself, but take it a day at a time. Be extremely patient with them, because majority of them just don't understand. They can't comprehend because they think from one tunnel vision, but you can help them open different tunnels. Does that make sense? So just be extremely patient with them. Teach them how you want them to teach you in a very patient way. Yeah? That's all I can say. But thank you guys so much for coming on here today in our first episode. This is literally our first episode together of a World Apart podcast. Our
Podcast.
our
Voices.
God bless, guys, and see you on the next
one.
episode.
Bye.